Oh, well, hello there. It's Nelson, the editor of Working Class Music, and today it's a little bit of a throwback. We shot this video back in July or June, I think, and it kind of got lost in the shuffle. So, we're going to give it to you now. It's been cooking in the oven. I've got it finished, so I present to you the SpaceEcho. What do we do? What's this?
SpaceEcho.
SpaceEcho!
Hey everyone, welcome to this week's spacious episode of Working Class Music. I'm one of your hosts, Jason, and Tia's out today, so we've got our friend and guitar tech guru, Justin, joining us. And on this week's episode, if you haven't caught the pun yet, I couldn't think of a space pun just then.
But if you read the video title.
Yeah, if you didn't read the video title, we're checking out the brand spanking new Boss RE-202. But what is the RE-202 / SpaceEcho?
So the RE-202 is a digital recreation of the old Roland SpaceEcho, which is the RE-201, and a successor to the double pedal series they had where they did the RE-20. Developed in 1974, the original SpaceEcho is a tape echo device that records an incoming audio to a loop of magnetic tape. And then right next to it, you've got a playback head, which is going to play back that audio shortly after it's recorded onto that tape. In 2010, Boss made the first attempt at recreating this with the previously mentioned RE-20, and discontinued that model in 2022 when they released this guy here, the RE-202.
Now, let's talk about some of the features of the RE-202.
First of all, it's got the shiniest knobs I've ever seen on
the shiniest knobs award. That's what it gets. So yeah, off the bat, it delivers the coveted multi-head echoes with expanded delay time, which includes all original 11 echo combinations with an additional 12 courtesy of a 4th tape head. Independent stereo reverb section includes original spring reverb as well as hall, plate, room, and ambience. Saturation control dials in compression and preamp coloration, while in Flutter adds in a different level of tape modulation. Tape button swaps between new and age tape sounds for even more sonic variety.
So the input button on this is going to toggle between guitar and line level signals to match any rig and any instrument. You've got 4 onboard memories, expandable to 127 with MIDI. Those are essentially going to function as presets. And you can warp and twist your sound via delineated foot switches. And it's also got stereo ins and outs with tap tempo and carryover, spillover functions for when you turn on and off the pedal.
Cool. On to the damn sounds.
So we've got the Strymon Volante here for a comparison. It's a pedal Jason uses and we know well, and it is definitely a heavy hitter in the delay pedal market right now. So here's my clean sound. And then here's with the Boss.
Play that one more time because I want to get the warp function.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, going to start out with the SpaceEcho. the Volante now. Let's go back to the boss. All right, let's hear the Volante. I'm gonna do one last riff on the SpaceEcho. So we're going to do a little bit of combo breaking, if you will. Combo breaker! But what I'm going to do with the Volante is I'm going to use the sound on sound mode, and we're going to run it through the boss. This is the first time I've ever done this on camera, so it's going to be interesting. There goes nothing.
That pedal we're not reviewing is really cool.
The pedal we already reviewed.
Yeah.
All right, on to final thoughts and first impressions. All right, so final thoughts and first impressions. Before we go on with that, I should let it be known that this is kind of just a brief overview and sound samples. If you want a more in-depth, like deep dive on this, there's a ton of other videos out there where other people are going through each of the tape heads and everything else. For us, we just want to give you a kind of brief review, if you will. So with that out of the way, I'm gonna let Justin go first.
I mean, I really love the pedal. Of course, delay is a really inspiring effect, and tape delay is definitely my favorite kind of delay. It really sounds organic, and it fits into the mix well, whether you're playing like lead lines or chords, which is something that I don't find in other styles like analog and digital delays as much. And then you've got all the cool, really cool tricks you can do with the tape head emulations, running them into each other. Overall, I'm really pleased with the pedal. If I was looking for a delay, I would definitely be heavily considering this SpaceEcho.
I guess it's my turn. Let me say this. I actually was such a huge fan of the SpaceEcho that 10 years ago, I owned a vintage RE-201. It worked 3 times and then it died and it became a paperweight. Other than that, I got the RE-20, which I liked. It was a really cool pedal. So when Boss announced this along with the RE2, I was very curious because the thing with the RE20 was it was close, but not like dead on close. So with this, I went out, bought it with my own money. So this is non-biased. I think this is one of the best sounding SpaceEchos that I've heard that emulates the actual vintage RE-201. I was very pleasantly surprised. One thing that I do love is the MIDI output options. So if you want to run a MIDI clock to it, like something like the Smart Clock by Disaster Area, you can basically have like a programmable tap tempo, if you will. So this could replace your delay pedal, and even in a live usage, I think it sounds fantastic as a SpaceEcho emulation. There isn't really any area that it fails. I would say that if you are looking for something a bit simpler, the RE2 might be for you. If you want a full-on RE201 experience, the RE202 succeeds in that.
Yeah, and if you want to sit around for a couple hours and play with a delay pedal, that could be the one right there.
Now, I will say this, there's a ton of people who, asking, since this occupies the same price point as the Volante, and a part of the reason I wanted to use this is rather than highlight their similarities, is highlight their differences. So that way you can hear what they do differently, because there's some features that both have that the other doesn't. I can't really recommend one over the other for someone looking for only one.
I want both.
Yeah, just get both. That's the simple answer. Get both. Spend your money. Who cares? End of the world is happening. I don't care.
Yeah. Money's worth nothing until you spend it.
Yeah. So I would say they both do things differently, and I know that's a kind of cop-out answer, but I don't think these are for the same people. If you do want the classic Boss Roland SpaceEcho sound, this is going to be the best that you get. Like, that's what it's emulating, period. If you want something a little bit more adventurous, that's where I would say the Volante offers more of the sound-on-sound experience.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Volante sounds bad, because I think it is one of the best pedals ever, especially for that purpose, but I think they're for 2 different audiences. I will say, be careful what other reverb pedal you pair this up with, because the reverb in this is very lush sounding, and you don't want to get, I can't believe I'm saying this as a reverb enthusiast, you don't want to get too washy. Again, I think this is great for the shoegazer post-rockers, if you will, my people. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else we can say. Prices on these are around the 400 price point, 450-ish for the Volante, but same. At that point, if you're paying, it's literally like a 10% increase.
Yeah.
So,
but you'll start to see. I mean, Boss products will start to pop up on the used market.
Oh yeah, these have been very hard to get. So if you see them on any major retailer and you're interested, buy it, because obviously with the chip shortage, things are a lot harder to come by right now as of filming this video. If you're interested in this pedal, please use our affiliate link down below. So with that said, thanks for tuning in. I would like to thank Justin for hanging with us and just having fun, because that's what we're about. Justin's in the band Young Mountain. Check them out. I'm saying that like I'm not in the fucking band. But yeah, check out Young Mountain. Also, he's a damn good tech, so yeah.
Send me your broken stuff.
Yes. Thanks again to everybody. We have Patreon, we have merch. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let us know what one of your favorite delay pedals are, or what's your favorite SpaceEcho emulation that you've heard.
You want a positive comments idea?
Yeah, let's go for it. Justin's got the positive comments.
Go down in the comments, tell us about something you've been delaying, put it off, and then go do it.
Yeah, I like that. That's where we're leaving things. Yeah. So, yeah, with that said, I've been Jason.
I'm Justin.
And thanks.